I enjoyed it. I mean, granted, we had a rough timetable to work with, and I always made you come here, and that was another nice thing that was great about you guys. Anytime somebody wants to get us together, both of our schedules are awful, and they're very difficult to explain and try to lock down any kind of free time. And so the fact that you were able to come here to meet us, that was huge. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have been in any of the meetings and any of the pregame stuff. So that was massive. The fact that you guys were willing to even just do that was huge. That was big for me because I can't leave most of the time. I can't leave these walls. That was really cool. I really appreciated that. And then just walking through step by step and giving us the options, explaining all the things you're capable of doing, all the things that you've done at other weddings in the past, what works, what doesn't, given what kind of crowd we might see, and maybe throwing out ideas and explaining what each one of those things were. That was awesome. I don't even know what the dollar value was because she took care of that, but whatever it was absolutely worth it.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I remember meeting with Troy too and going over numbers and thinking, he was very clear that yes, there are cheaper DJs, but this was not just a DJ, and he was very accurate. There was much more planning that I had not thought of and wouldn't have been able to plan on my own involved. The timeline alone was worth the money, and that would have been without any of the music.
If anybody's ever concerned about price, I always tell them you get what you pay for.
Exactly.
You get what you pay for. So if you have to spend a little bit, if you want to go the cheaper route, you can go ahead and risk that. But if you want to guarantee you're going to have a good time, and more importantly, everybody else that's walking in the door is going to have a good time, then it's kind of a no-brainer. If you want to guarantee that part of your night is something you're not going to have to worry about, then just work and go with you guys and take everything you guys offer. So it was so cool. There were so many things you guys did that I never even seen before. The Be Our Guest thing that you talked us into, and I made you explain that to us, and that was still to this.
People are still talking about that.
That was one of my favorite parts of that entire wedding, and the best part about it was we had the particular guy that did, one of my groomsmen. Yeah, my friend Dave. That was so outside of his comfort zone, and he handled it like an absolute champ, and it was absolutely one of my favorite parts of the whole wedding. I still giggle when I think about it. That was so cool. It was. I kept expressing to you. We've already talked about how I was concerned that it might be a slower night as far as the dance is concerned, and just kind of keeping the tempo up, and just keeping everybody on the dance floor, keeping everybody interested, and not bailing out because of the weather, or forgetting that they haven't slept in a couple of days, and just keeping the party going. And God, you knocked that out of the park. That's another thing we kept seeing was just everybody was on the dance floor all night long, and you knew exactly how to control it from if it looked like it was getting a little too rowdy to slow it down a little bit, or if it looked like it was slowing down, how to pick it right back up, and you kept that perfect tempo all night, and everybody was happy. That everything you were doing was just perfect. There was never that dull, quiet, awkward moment that I've seen at some other places that will just instantly stop a party or instantly stop a dance, and everybody kind of heads for the exits. You never had that. You had everybody's attention from the moment you started until we were absolutely done. And that was one of my right up to the last song